Welcome aboard Bus One. We're on our way to Almond, Wisconsin, and we've got some nuts to crack. Let's play some trivia. Gamers, introduce yourselves.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cooper.
And I'm Logan.
What's up, gamers? My name is Mitch.
All right. You will not believe what this week's episode is about.
You will not.
The nut
Wow,
button.
you have the nut button.
I have a homemade nut button.
Oh,
I lost
Did you
the nut
just
button,
say
so
it?
this is me saying it.
Whoa.
We had that nut button in college for a long time.
We're doing nuts trivia.
Oh, no.
That's right. We've got nut trivia to nut.
To nut.
This is an audience requested episode from Anonymous. So this one's for you, secret nut lover out there.
We're all nut lovers
I
inside.
spent way too long learning about nuts. So long. I stayed up so late. All right. Let's say the rules now. Points will be nuts. The amount awarded increases with each round. 1 nut, 2 nut, 3 nut.
Okay.
Okay.
Slap that nut button, aka the buzzer, to answer first and get the nuts.
We should have a counter
The nut,
going
the
of
nut
how many
sound is
times we
definitely
say
going to be the
nut.
sound effect
Yeah, it's gotta
to,
Okay.
to buzz in.
Yeah. All right. One question in our trail mix of nut trivia will be a disgustingly false and untrue raisin. In other words, the answer I reveal to one of the questions will actually be cap. And if you identify it correctly by challenging me, you get 3 extra nuts. You challenge wrong and you'll have 3 nuts removed from your score.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
This is such a
I wrote
challenge
this a long time
If you
ago.
get it wrong, you're Neil Armstrong.
Just a he nut.
What do I not know about Neil Armstrong?
Does he have negative
What
1
do you
nuts?
nut know about Neil?
All right. The fullest handful of nuts at the end will win. And of course, no Googling. Eating nuts throughout the episode is okay, though.
Oh,
I don't have any nuts personally.
I do
but
have
I think I
nuts.
finished my
You
nut.
can
I
eat
have
them.
No
dill
joke, I just
flavored
threw all my
pickle
nuts away.
Peanuts.
Why?
What? Why?
I made
No
a trail
joke.
mix. I
am not joking.
I made a trail mix, and I was at the end of it where it was just like all the like little tiny pieces left. And I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need a spoon to eat it now, so I just threw it away.
You could have
You didn't use
made
a
a
spoon to eat
little
your nuts.
amalgamation nut.
Just put it on your ice cream.
I'll dig it out of the
Rookie
trash
mistake.
later.
All right. What do you say we get started with round 1?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
If you insist. Round 1 is all about nuts. Question 1. What is a nut? Well, in a nutshell, you'll find an edible kernel. But which of these culinary
What?
But which of these culinary nuts is also considered a true botanical nut? A. Almonds. B. Pistachios. C. Peanuts.
Nut.
Oh, early buzz from Log.
Pistachio.
I'm sorry, pistachios are not a true botanical nut. They are droops.
It's got a nut in a shell. It's got an edible.
They're nut-like. They're culinary nuts,
Okay.
not botanical nuts.
Culinary nut.
And did I say
Is that exclusive?
I want to hear that
Is
last
mutually
one. Are there
exclusive?
4?
it means like in cooking?
Bro.
Yeah. Is it only?
It just sounds
it can-
polite. Like a
It can only
What's
be
the second
one.
Okay, hang on. Let's start this list over, please.
Okay. Almonds, pistachios, which is wrong. Peanuts, and D, hazelnuts.
Nut.
Okay, Mitch.
Okay. I think it's hazelnuts.
That's correct. Hazelnuts are the true nut in this list.
Ah.
Nuts.
Almonds are droops, pistachios are droops, and peanuts are legumes.
Follow-up
Droops.
question. What is a droop?
That's a
What is
great
a nut?
question.
That's a great question.
I thought you might ask me that, and I still did not.
We don't claim to be nut experts here.
Not
okay.
a nut-like thing.
This
I don't
is
know.
the next episode
We
will be
are
about
not
droops.
Also, I'm
experts.
still confused if nuts are seeds. I don't know. Some of them are. I think they all are. I'm not sure. Anyways,
If you plant a nut in the
one
ground, will
nut
it grow?
to you. Yeah. Maybe.
Depends on the nut.
Maybe.
You plant a nut.
I didn't become a botanical expert.
I
for
don't go
this.
around planting nuts
I don't
everywhere
really know
go.
where like
Here's
any
the
nuts
deal.
come from.
Lots of nuts are seeds, but I don't remember which ones said that because
What the
I
heck
looked at
is a
so
nut?
many nuts.
Because like sunflower seeds are not nuts.
And here I
They are
thought I
not
was going
nuts.
to learn something today.
Yeah, what? I mean,
Well,
what
you've
are
learned
nuts
that hazelnuts
for?
are true nuts.
True.
If you know a lot about nuts,
All right,
comment
fair.
in the comment
All right.
section. Oh, is
Hold
he
on.
Is he Googling?
Let me read to you the definition of a nut off of wikipedia.com just so you guys can get off
I feel
my
like we're not gonna like.
balls.
We're not gonna understand.
Get off your
my
nuts.
nut.
Good
You
one.
said
How'd you think of
balls
that? A nut is a fruit consisting of a hard
Fruit?
or tough nutshell protecting a kernel, which is usually edible. In general usage and in a culinary sense, many dry seeds are called nuts. In a botanical
Except
context,
pistachios.
nut implies that the shell does not open to release the seed.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I still
I
don't
got-
know, but
I got caught up at
If that
nuts
helps
are a
you, there you
fruit.
go.
That
It's not.
explains the pistachio because it opens, I think.
yeah.
So, yeah, so you know how seeds are in a side of a fruit? I think the seeds are
Sure.
in the nut. Anyways,
Anyways,
question 2.
Who cares?
So
Question
much
2.
talk for not much clarification.
Guys, you're going to learn so much. Just not exactly what a nut is.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I have more questions than
There
you
are
started.
guys. Question 2. There are so many nuts, like tons of nuts. What is the most produced nut in the world by weight?
Nut.
Mitch.
peanuts.
I'm sorry, peanuts is incorrect. But good try. Log.
Almonds. I don't know. I was going to say peanuts, honestly.
Peanuts are in second place.
Ooh, okay.
Almonds
That's
are not in
close.
first place. You're also incorrect.
Oh,
Cooper.
I love me my cashews. I get cashews a lot.
Cashews are really yummy, but they are not the most produced
It's
nut.
going to be
in the
something we
world
don't think is a
by
nut.
weight.
By weight.
It's do we want to wrap back around, Mitch?
We should
you
do
have
a
an
heavy
idea?
nut.
It's a nut for sure. Like not even.
Like we wouldn't dispute it. We'd see like,
It's
oh
got
yeah,
nut in the name.
for sure.
Nut
Like,
in
nut
the
Oh,
for sure.
I know. I think I know. Is it pine nuts?
It is
Pine
not
nuts.
pine
Oh,
nuts.
I love pine nuts.
It's got
But we're
nut.
we're doing a good job naming all the
Nutter
nuts we're
butter.
going
It's
to
got
be talking about
nut in
this
the
episode.
name. It's got nut in the name. It's got nut in the name.
The more you say it, is it?
Oh,
Just
it's
say
gotta
nut.
be.
You guys are gonna kick yourself.
It's gotta
once
be
you're
a.
here.
It's gotta be a
Nut.
Brazil nut. They're big.
Ooh,
they're
those are
gotta
big,
be,
right?
right?
They're
Gotta
massive.
Really
be
big?
a Brazil
Massive.
nut.
It's
They're
not a
massive.
Brazil
Gotta
nut.
be.
Those are bigger though. Cooper, what do you think?
What's the biggest nut you can think of?
Cocoa nut.
Is it a coconut?
Well, Logan,
Is-
you
is
spoke
the
a little bit
cocoa
out
a
of
nut?
turn there, but it is the coconut.
Oh,
It is a coconut.
but isn't that a
It's the
fruit?
plant.
Coconut, yeah. Nuts are fruits, Mitch. I just told
You're
you.
right. Oh my god.
Also, and I think the last episode I hosted, I think I asked this exact question.
Oh, well.
The
About
world's,
what is the
no, it
Was
was
this on the
the
trees
world's
episode?
largest nut.
Oh, okay.
I think it was on the
what
trees
episode?
episode.
I don't remember.
wait?
Then
what?
why'd
think
you
there
get
was-
it wrong?
I
the
think
first
it was
time
on
you
one
What
answered?
about
trees
the
episode.
double coconut?
Oh, what was that episode?
Don't
I think it was
know.
the trees episode.
Logan wasn't on that. John hosted trees.
I think I hosted it.
No,
You host trees?
No, I hosted the double
Oh,
coconut episode.
yeah, that's why I don't remember what it is.
was it?
Did it?
That was a
Audience,
while ago.
Let us know in the comments
Yeah,
if you
let us know.
Today's
remember.
audience
We don't
was-
watch our own videos, I guess.
We've done a lot of these, but yeah, coconuts are the most produced nut in the world by weight because they're really heavy
that
for a
makes
nut. There's about 62.5 million tons of coconuts produced each year. And 50 million tons of peanuts produced each year. So peanuts are in a close second.
So I,
even though they're
I
much
suppose that's
smaller.
pretty impressive because they're much smaller.
Exactly. So there you go. Logan, you don't get any nuts for that because you sit out of turns.
No, no.
No butts, no cuts, no coconuts.
Coconuts.
Question 3. Speaking of coconuts. Sorry.
Long
My
pause.
brain just turned off because I wrote down question 3. Speaking of coconuts, question 2. Okay, anyways. Speaking of coconuts, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hey,
your
I
time.
lost it. I lost it the last episode. You
time.
get to lose it this one.
Coconut.
Okay.
Guys, I have a problem. Alec has a problem.
All right. You'll hear why I'm busting up after this. All right.
Bussin'.
Question 3. Speaking of coconuts, you think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Nice.
You
You
exist
exist in the context of all
of
in which you live.
all in which you live and what
Yeah,
came
yeah,
before.
What is the difference between coconut water and coconut milk?
Nobody's
It's open.
buzzed.
No one's buzzed.
I
Everyone's
actually
shocked.
don't know.
Log.
So I think it. Okay. So I think it has something to do on when the coconut is picked. Because depending on the stage at which you pick it, the inside is either like the solid white material, or you crack it open and it's like completely liquid. So I would think that coconut milk is like the mixture of like the water and the like inner white pulp.
Pulp.
So what's coconut water?
Water that's water that's been filtered through the essence of
Okay.
coconut.
I think I'll give it to you. That was
Okay.
close enough.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
Coconut water is naturally occurring inside a young green coconut. It's also, no joke, called liquid endosperm. I'm sorry. That's what it's called.
That's okay.
I've had some of that.
And it once it matures, it becomes solid endosperm, and that's the white meat of the coconut. And coconut milk is just coconut meat simmered with water and then like
Right.
strained.
Gotcha.
So there you go.
So they're different stages of the same thing.
Well, I don't think there's necessarily coconut water in coconut milk. It's like coconut water solidifies to make the meat, and then you take that meat, put it with hot
With
other
normal
water.
water, yeah.
Yeah, and then kind of like
And
steep
then
it.
it's
Granted,
milk.
I think even if you like cut like a quote unquote ripe coconut, it still has some
Ripe coconut.
it still
still
has
has
some
some
water in it. So maybe it has a little bit of water in it, but
Yeah,
Why was
coconuts are
ripe
fascinating.
coconut in quote?
yeah, coconuts are really cool, guys.
I could have done a whole episode on coconuts. Like and follow for coconuts.
Yeah.
Cocoa. So, all right. One nut to Logan.
Congrats. Logan.
Nice.
Question 4. Nut milk, more like nut dilf. This question is about Mr. Peanut.
Okay, now I get it.
Okay.
Mr. Peanut famously sacrificed himself to save his friends during a 2020 Super Bowl commercial before being reborn as Baby Nut.
I feel like yeah, okay.
How long did it canonically take Baby Nut to regrow to adulthood?
How long did it take him to reincarnate? As a
No,
baby?
from Baby Nut to grow back into
Oh.
adult Mr. Peanut.
He's full
Logan.
Mr. Peanut again already?
This is not multiple choice, right?
It's not multiple choice.
Okay.
The choices are any amount of time. that
Okay,
you can think of.
2 hours.
Within
We'll go
the time
closest.
of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
We'll go closest.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It was like in a separate commercial or something, like later on. I don't know.
That night?
Okay, Cooper. Cooper, we'll go closest for this.
I remembered him dying and everybody making a big
Peanut,
stink about it.
he spent
And
his
then
life
I thought it
bringing
was
people
like a few
together.
months later. It was like, he's back and he grew up again.
Okay, a few months.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Mitch, what is your answer?
I'm trying to think like logistically, like if you changed your like branding, how long would like it need to be stretched out to where like you start releasing the basically just the old, I don't know. I'm going to go with a year. Like a good year.
Give it to you, Mitch. It's a year. By February 2021, he was Mr. Peanut again.
So just
But-
literally a year. Okay.
But you're right, Cooper. They did have a few months later, like in the fall of that year, they had like teenager
That's funny.
nut, peanut. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was
Nice.
wrong about my thinking, but I was right, luckily.
Well, Cooper was thinking of a real thing, but your marketing thinking was good because they had a new marketing campaign. For the
Right,
next year.
exactly.
New year, new me.
So there you go, Mr. Peanut.
Adult. Is he
reached
Grandpa
adulthood in 1
Peanut
year.
now because he grows so fast?
Yeah, he's so old.
Old.
Apparently, Mr. Peanut was drawn by like a kid in a write-in mascot contest, and he was paid $5 for
Oh wow, what a deal!
That's
contest.
Like
really-
SpongeBob.
One nut to Mitch. Mitch, I give this nut to you.
Thank you.
Question
Congrats on the nut,
5. As cute as Baby Nut was, not everyone was able to stomach him. Around 1 to 3% of people are reported to have a peanut allergy, including Connor, as we discussed last week while he was fighting a peanut butter bear. What famous animated character is voiced... Oh, sorry, this is multiple choice.
Okay.
Which famous animated character is voiced by a celebrity who is also allergic to peanuts?
So the character is allergic to peanuts and the actor?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just the actor.
Got it. Just the actor. Got
But
it.
I'm telling you the animated character.
It's
not
like,
the
how
actor.
well do you know the actor?
Okay.
All right. A. Shrek. B. Woody. C. Manny. Or D. Megamind. Mitch.
I'm gonna go with Woody.
I think
I'm
Tom
sorry,
Hanks
that's
has
incorrect. Tom Hanks is not allergic to peanuts. How could you think of that?
You're right. He was in that pilot movie. Of course, he ate peanuts in that movie.
Of course he ate peanuts. He was solely for
Pilots
God's
always
sake.
always eat
peanuts.
That's all they
peanuts.
eat.
That's a thing.
That's a thing. That's all they eat.
He was Sully. You think Sully was allergic to peanuts?
That's why he crashed, because he was eating peanuts.
Yeah,
and was
exactly.
distracted. Cooper, you're next.
I would say Manny.
That is correct. Ray Romano
Oh,
is allergic to
really?
peanuts. You
Ray
can just tell by
Romano.
listening to him.
Yeah, you can tell. That makes sense.
Oh yes,
Nosferatu.
by the timbre of
Nosferatu.
his voice.
That is one nut to Cooper. Congratulations. And that brings us to the end of round 1, which was all about nuts. How many nuts do you all have?
one nut for me.
One nut for me.
I got 2 nuts.
You guys were really silly.
You have 2 nuts? I didn't know people had 2 nuts.
I've got 2.
And now it is time for someone to dress up as Mr. Peanut and ask you the audience question.
Guys, we spent all our money on this Mr. Peanut costume. That's good.
Please answer the audience
Please
question.
answer.
Please go buy merch.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Mr. Peanut. I'm currently trapped in a container of Planters Classic Peanuts, the best peanuts on the market. I just wanted to say congratulations to the winner of our audience question last week. Brett Kelly gets the point for knowing that Jeremy Allen White played Carmion the Bear. Now listen close, children, because one of you has the chance to win the heir to the Planters Peanuts throne, as well as 1 audience point. The audience question this week: how many different types of nuts are in a can of Planters Mixed Nuts? Again, how many different types of nuts are in a can of Planters Mixed Nuts? Submit your answer in the comments under the episode, or join us on Instagram at Bus1Trivia, and you could be a winner this week. Tally-ho!
We are back. We are so back in just in time for round 2, which is all about nuts.
This is the whole episode all about nuts.
The last, I suppose the
You would
last
think
round.
so. Question 6. Skirt! Oh! Looks like the bus is making a pit stop at Pronunciation Station.
Oh, pronunciation.
And who is here at the ticket booth but problematic cooking show host Paula Dean?
Hey y'all, it's Paula here.
Oh no! What are we gonna have to pronounce?
How does Paula Dean How does Paula Dean pronounce the name of the nut commonly used in pies?
I love a nut.
Cooper.
Oh,
It's got to be pecan.
Oh.
2 nuts to you.
What
It's
nut is
pecan
this?
pie.
Pecan pie.
How do you guys all say that nut?
Pecan.
I call it pecan
That's how I
pie.
say it. Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie.
Yes.
Pecan pie.
Apparently some people say pecan, which that sounds terrible.
Pecan.
Why did you ever say it like that?
Pecan. Pecan.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Like just pecan?
Pecan.
And then apparently in the UK they say pecans.
Pecans.
They're wrong about everything.
Shudder. Yeah.
Pecan.
So pecan. There's going to be a bunch of audio overlaid on top of this of
Pecan
Paula Dean saying
pie.
pecan.
Top
Pecan.
pecans versus whole halves pecans.
She's famously from the pecan capital of the world, which is some town in Georgia. I didn't write down the town. All right, 2 nuts to Cooper.
Excellent.
And now we're on to question 7.
Sound effects.
This is so long.
Is this the sound of nuts?
Oh my god! Wait,
You know what that sound means?
wait, who did that? Mitch or Alec?
That was Alec.
Say it with
Oh.
me. You know what that sound means? Say it with me.
It's
Guess
to
that.
guess
that.
I will give you clues, one after the other, about a secret tree nut. The first one to buzz in and guess the secret tree nut wins, but you only get one guess. Everyone understand?
I think so.
Progressive clues. Okay. Now I shall begin. The scientific name for the tree that produces this nut is Juglans regia. This is an old world nut cultivated by the Romans.
Old world nut.
Those old world.
They are commonly available both shelled and deshelled. Ground up, the shells can be used for abrasive blasting or cleaning. Mitch.
Walnuts.
Oh, good answer. It is walnuts.
I was gonna say.
I was about to say
walnuts.
pistachios, but then you said the.
Yeah,
the-
I was on the pistachio train.
Yeah.
I didn't know walnuts were an old world nut.
I don't know what
proud.
that means.
Nut.
I'm more of a
It
new
means
world
they're
nut kind
old.
of person.
They're from the old world.
They're from the
Loki.
old world, as in like they're from. What does that
They're-
mean?
The old world.
They're from.
You know the
They're
new
from
world?
Pangea.
They're from
They've
Yeah,
been
old
around
world.
for
That's what I
thousands
figured.
of years. Lots of nuts are from like North and South America.
Okay.
Or Australia.
Not that nut.
Not that nut.
But not that nut. That's an old world nut. The other clues I had were the wood of the tree is highly valued for making furniture, which probably would have
Oh,
given it
yeah,
away.
okay.
Walnut.
Yeah,
And then finally they're a common ingredient in fudge or brownies or as an ice cream topping. So good job, Mitch.
Thank you.
2 nuts, 2 walnuts to you. For that one.
Yum, yum,
Those are
yum,
big
yum.
nuts.
Oh.
Mitch ate his nuts. Mitch ate his nuts. He should have.
I don't think it's
I was just eating the nuts
I
that
think
you
it's
gave
just
me.
big weird.
No, I
Mitch should
think-
have to
I
take
think on
those
the-
off his score
I think it was on
because
the
he ate
turkeys
them.
episode. You're like, I'm the gobbler.
I love gobbling. You're right. I remember that.
All right. Anyway, question 8. Everyone on Earth is nuts about nuts. Match up these nuts with the countries that produce the most of them. So you might want to write something
Okay.
down here.
Oh dear.
Okay.
You got 4 nuts, 4 countries. Here they are:
Poor nuts.
peanuts, hazelnuts, almonds, and coconuts.
Hmm.
And your 4 countries are United States, China, Indonesia, and Turkey. Match them up.
Oh dear.
So each of these countries is the leading, they produce the most of one of these nuts.
Does that mean time's up?
I actually don't.
Okay, Cooper, you want to go first?
Sure. So I said peanut U.S. because of George Washington Carver. I said hazelnut Turkey because it seems like they'd like that. I said almonds China. Yeah. And then coconuts Indonesia.
Okay. Let's go to Logan, see what he said.
All right. I've got the U.S. producing almonds because, Californians love their almond milk. And China, I had peanuts because, they put peanuts in their food and other East Asian cuisines have peanuts in their food. For Indonesia, I had coconuts. And then for Turkey, I had hazelnuts.
Okay.
Dang.
So almost the same as Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch, what did you have?
I had exactly the same as Cooper.
Exactly the same as Cooper. All right. Well, Logan was the one who got it exactly
Wow.
right.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice job.
I felt really
the-
good about that. I
you guys-
I don't know why.
China, huh?
That's pretty cool.
Cooper and Mitch, you switched almonds and peanuts. Is that
Really?
right?
Yeah. Almonds to China, peanuts
So
to
United
Hazelnut
China.
was
States,
turkey?
Hazelnuts is turkey. Turkey
yeah,
makes
yeah.
64% of all hazelnuts. Indonesia makes 28% of all coconuts, which is the most of any other place. The United States makes 50% of almonds, and they also make the most pistachios. And China makes 34% of the world's peanuts, and they also make the most walnuts. in China.
34%
So nuts
of
be
the world's
coming from
peanuts?
all over the place.
Yeah.
Dang.
So 2 nuts to you, Logan. Congratulations.
Congrats
Catching
on
up.
the nuts.
Cashew!
This is the worst.
Bless you.
Thank you, Mitch. 1 bonus nut to
Yes!
you for saying bless you.
Whoa!
Ah,
Question 9. You guessed it. It's all about macadamia nuts.
you said
Which of the... I was going to write a question about cashews, but they're boring as hell. There's nothing interesting about cashews.
cashews are my
They're
favorite.
so good. I
Well,
love
so
cashews, but there's
good.
nothing interesting about them.
They're a luxury
Unlike
good.
macadamia nuts. Question 9. Which of the following is true about macadamia nuts? Which is true? Only one is true. A. They are native to Australia. B. They are the most expensive nut. C. They have the hardest shells of any nut. Or D. They are named after Dr. John Macadam.
Nut.
Logan.
I'm going to say they're from Australia because macadamia sounds a little bit like Tasmania.
Pretty good.
That is not correct. They're actually native to Hawaii. So nice try.
Clues,
Cooper,
Clues.
what do you think?
I think John Macadam is real.
There's no way.
I think he's
I'm sorry,
real.
Cooper. That's a terrible name. Nobody would
Oh.
know that. Macadamia is just the genus of the species. It's Latin. I actually looked it up. It's Latin for stain or blemish. And don't ask me why. They're
Why?
called that. I said, don't ask me why.
I said don't.
Mitch,
okay, you said which one is true,
you're
right?
at 50-50. Which one is true?
Okay, I'm pretty sure they're the most expensive, and the reason I say that is because I have tried to buy them before, and like a little bag
Can't
is
afford
like
them.
ridiculous. No, I basically
I've
can't.
tried to buy them
I buy them
before.
for work. I bought them for work one time, and I was like, "How expensive are these?" Like, geez, my boss is gonna yell at me for how expensive these nuts are. That's my guess.
Well,
How
that is
expensive are these
correct,
nuts?
Mitch. Your
Dang.
nut purchasing paid off. They
need to
are the
buy
most
more
expensive
nuts.
nut, coming in at $25 a pound.
Yeah, it was
For macadamia
crazy.
nuts.
What the hell? Why
I
would
was like-
anybody get those?
Well, they're
because they
delicious.
taste good.
Because they're
yeah.
bussing.
Like, think of like white
'Cause they're
chocolate,
bussin',
macadamia.
Logan.
I think we're
Because they're
making a
bussin',
dessert of
Logan.
some kind.
Little do our contestants know that this was the fake answer. Looks like they were fooled this time.
2 points.
2 nuts
Nuts.
to you, Mitch.
More
Mitch
nuts.
is
Dang,
running
Mitch is
away
running
with
away
this.
with this.
Do any of you have points? That'd be
Big
really
nut
awkward.
guy over here.
Okay, good. All right. This will be a fun one. This one's called question 10.
Ooh.
I
I am so stuffed full of nuts I couldn't eat anymore. Unless they are inside a candy bar, because I've always got room for dessert. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a fun idea. Let's, on the count of 3, all say a candy bar with nuts in it. But if you say the same thing as another person, you are out.
Okay.
And we'll keep going
Oh,
until there's
no.
only one of you left.
Oh no.
And I am also playing.
Oh, what?
Okay.
What? You're gonna get nuts?
I realized I have to do that. Otherwise, there could be 2 of you left.
right.
So
Okay.
I have to also play. All right. Does everyone have one in their mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On the count of 3, we're all going to say it.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Baby.
Snickers.
Baby.
Almonds.
Did you all
Okay.
say Snickers?
I said Babe
But I
Ruth.
said Snickers with almonds.
I don't know if that helps you.
I don't know.
What? It's a different Snickers bar.
Oh, come on. It's Snickers,
real?
though.
That's
Cooper, what did you
Snickers.
say?
I said payday.
Okay, so you and Mitch are safe for sure. Let me Google if Snickers with almonds is a real
For
thing.
sure. I've gotten it. I've had it. You don't even need to check. Stop checking.
Stop checking.
Stop checking. Stop checking. You don't even need to check.
You
Please
know what,
stop,
Logan? I'm
stop.
not going to count it because it's called
What?
Snickers Almond, not Snickers with almonds.
Oh.
Wait, Snickers almond is different than just Snickers, though. Like that was what I was trying to get across.
It's one of those
Snickers.
Snickers.
All right, fine. You all
shaped
survive,
like an almond.
but it's only going to get harder from here.
Yeah, I don't have a second one.
So you said should we write down what we've?
I'll cross them off. I've got a list.
Okay,
of-
so I said 100 grand, and Cooper said.
No, you said Babe Ruth. You said.
Oh, Babe Ruth. Sorry. Yeah, I said Babe Ruth.
Uh-oh.
Does Babe Ruth have nuts in him?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry, I did say Babe Ruth, but I was going to say
Well,
100
actually-
grand
Does Babe
next.
Ruth have nuts? I thought that was a.
It's called Baby Ruth, but I'll still give it to you. And Baby Ruth, I had to look this up. It's basically exactly the same as a Snickers bar, just with different proportions of the stuff in it. All right, ready? Everyone have another one in their brain?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
100
Oh,
grand.
Enjoy.
Sorry, Mitch, I got you
Damn
out.
it.
Wait, is Logan still playing?
Yeah.
Yes,
he's still
because he said almonds before. So what did you guys say?
Take
Almond
5.
Joy.
Take 5 and almond joy. All right,
I
those are
love
crossed off
Almond
the
Joys.
list.
Do I win then? Oh wait, no, Logan's
No.
still playing. I forgot
Still
Logan
in.
didn't get out. I forgot Logan
It's
didn't
down
get out.
to you two. You guys ready?
No.
Got another
And
one?
we can't use any of the ones that have been said,
Nope.
right?
Nope, can't reuse any.
What did Mitch say this last time?
He said 100 grand, and I got him out.
I have so
because he
many
said
more,
that.
too.
Because he said it
He
before.
said that, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
thanks a lot, Alec. I should have come up with a different one. The host got me
All
out.
right,
I'm still thinking. It has to be a bar.
candy bar. Well, I'll be a little
candy.
bit relaxed on what I consider a candy bar, but yeah. Pretty much all of these also have chocolate, if that helps you.
A few moments later.
Well, guys, I mean, if you can't think of another one, there's
I
so
mean,
many.
I have one, but it's kind of a cop out.
I have more.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Nutter
Reese's
butter.
Peanut
Hershey's
Cup.
with almond.
Hershey's with almond is actually on my list. Nutter butter, is that a candy bar? That's a cookie.
What? It's a bar. You said you just said you were going to be lax of what you consider a bar.
But then they
Nutter
said they all
butter?
had chocolate.
That is in a bar shape.
They don't have chocolate.
It is
Oh,
shaped
some of
as
them
a
have
bar.
chocolate.
Does it self-identify
All right,
as a candy
Fair
bar?
enough. All right, from now on, no cookies. No cookies. I'm not accepting
No
cookies. You got to think of another one.
Shoot. Now I'm only thinking of cookies. I don't think there's nuts in that. Dang it!
I don't know. I have so many more I could say. So
You have a list in front of you.
exactly. Sorry, I planned ahead.
I
Oh,
did.
Mitch is doing signals.
Should I do it again?
And okay, this might be showing what I'm thinking of, but does peanut butter count as nut?
That's why I said nutter butter.
I said Reese cups the last round, if that's what you were.
Oh,
thinking.
I didn't know it, that you said that.
But yes, peanut butter would count because it has nuts in it.
Dang it.
All right, guys.
Oh, nuts. Can you think of one, Logan?
No.
All right, no one gets any points.
Okay,
You guys
it
might
says
be
Mitch
out
who's
unless
already
one
out.
of you can literally think of another.
I mean, I
Candy
can
bar
think
with
of
nuts in it.
something that has one. I can say it right now.
Okay, that's what I'm asking for.
Okay, should I say it?
Cooper, do you have one?
Now I'm on the clock. Oh, I got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Mounds.
Toblerones.
Chocolate covered peanut butter chewy granola bar.
Cooper wins.
wait. Oh, it has coconut in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mounds
Coconut
has,
sucker.
he said Mounds.
Is
Which has
Mounds a
coconut?
bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bar.
It's in the same family as Almond Joy.
Almond Joy. It's just an
If
almond joy
counts,
without
Mounds
an
count.
almond.
Exactly.
I think
But
I'm thinking
not
of Milk
accepting
does as
chocolate
all of
covered.
these.
Not counting chocolate covered granola bar with peanut butter or whatever you said.
Chocolate covered peanut butter granola bar.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Butterfinger.
Sounds
Could have said
good, but
Cliff
it's not a
Bar.
candy bar.
Could have said
Butterfinger.
Cliff Bar.
Butterfinger
I was
would
gonna say
count.
Cliff
Mr.
Bar,
Good
but I didn't know
Bar.
if that counted as a candy bar. That's why I said chocolate
Toblerone.
bar.
Toblerones.
Crunch bars.
Crunch. That's not. That's
was that
rice.
nougat?
doesn't
That's
have-
rice,
Oh,
Chris.
sorry.
Crunch doesn't
Mr.
have-
Good Bar. That's a Hershey bar with peanuts.
Okay, I got that one.
Peanut M&Ms I would have counted if anyone.
Okay, I
wanted to
thought
say
of that, but then I was
if you
like,
were calling
bar,
me
and
out
you were
on
like,
if a
bar.
That's
Nutter
not a
butter
bar.
was a bar, you're gonna say peanut or M&M.
I accepted Nutter Butter.
I know.
Also, whatchamacallits have peanut.
what
Private
that is.
selection.
Goobers, whatever that is.
I don't know what that is.
I think you're making some of these
And
up.
turtles.
Yeah. Okay. Turtles.
like
Yeah.
Just like a turtle.
Yeah, turtles.
Like,
What about Rolos?
I don't think
that's
those-
caramel.
That's caramel.
All right, enough of this.
Anyways.
what about
Wait, I got points. Bill. I got points.
What about?
What about
Rolos? What about Skittles? All right.
did I?
2 nuts to Cooper. That was pretty nuts.
I just like the dead silence.
Okay. Nut update. How many nuts do you have? Nut date.
Nut date.
5 nuts. I have 5
think
nuts now.
3.
Free?
I've got 7 nuts.
What do you have? 7 nuts?
You would.
Bless you. Bless you.
All right.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's anyone's game. It's anyone's nut to crack. Let's keep nutting together with round 3, which is all about nuts.
I'm just waiting for us to have a balls question. I'm just waiting. I know it's
What?
going to
I
come.
would never do that.
Never.
Round
Question
3 is
11.
all about.
All about nuts.
Question 11. Which type of nut creates friction, resulting in a gripping action and reducing the chance of loosening due to vibration? A. Nylon insert lock nut. B. Prevailing torque nut. C. Keps K lock nut. Or D. Flange nut.
Oh,
Mitch, he knows every nut.
He's a nutter.
I'm choosing this one because I think it's funny.
nutter for sure.
I'm going to take the twerk nut.
It's not
Rookie
twerk.
mistake.
It's torque.
Torque nut. Torque.
Oh, boo.
That's incorrect.
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry. Prevailing torque nut.
I
Incorrect.
believe it's the nylon insert lock nut.
Oh, he's got it.
Wow,
It's the
you
also called the
nerds.
nylock nut.
Absolute nerds.
Yeah, I actually did a lot of stuff with lock nuts last summer for my internship, so I actually knew the answer.
This is one of the
It's
ones
probably
that he
the
got to
first
see
time that's
privy
ever happened.
before us.
I'm sorry.
Are you
I'm
kidding
sorry,
me?
Mitch.
You also suffer from a
prevailing.
condition called lock nut as well.
It's like lockjaw,
Yeah.
but
But worse.
A lot worse.
Guys, stop. We're talking about nuts here.
Okay, stopping.
3 nuts to you, Cooper. And now we're ready for question 12. We've covered the food and the fasteners. Now it's time for the funnies. The Peanuts comic strip has introduced some of the most iconic characters in entertainment. I personally watch a Charlie Brown Christmas every year. Speaking of which, I'm sad. Can one of you cheer me up by doing a Peanuts dance from a Charlie Brown Christmas?
Oh no, this isn't good because
Okay.
I'm not wearing pants.
Okay, all right. Logan, you already showed us you're not wearing pants, so why don't you just stand up?
Because I'm worried it's gonna come out of the front flap.
Oh, the front flap. The nuts are going to come out
see
of the
that?
front flap.
Did you see that?
It wouldn't be a nuts episode.
It'd be a nuts episode with some live nuts on camera. All right, you
That
all
was
get 3
nuts.
nuts for that. Congratulations. That
Thank you.
Amazing.
was
Very
pretty
I was
nice.
good.
hoping
Thanks.
that wasn't gonna happen because now I can't catch
Very
up. I don't
good.
think.
What? Well,
Very good.
there's always the challenge question. So don't-
True.
The challenge, the raisin.
Logan, you should
raisin.
challenge that
Raisin
question we
amongst
just
these
did.
nuts.
Maybe I should.
Okay, let's keep going. Question 13. You know, something about those Christmassy moves really has got me in the mood for another Christmas song. Stand by.
Okay.
It's really got me in the
This is
mood
very
for another
obviously,
Christmas
like-
song.
Chestnuts roasting.
Chestnuts
on the
roasting
on an open fire. Next question.
Question 14.
Anyways,
No.
14.
Have you guys ever roasted a chestnut on an open fire?
No.
Is this worth points?
Me neither.
Okay.
This may be because the American chestnut has become critically endangered.
It's been canceled.
Oh no. Endangered.
Charlie Chaplin rules. What is endangering the American chestnut?
All those open fires.
Logan,
It's gotta be all those like little beetles that are killing, like specifically targeting a specific plant that produces the chestnut. Like little bugs.
little bugs. Okay.
The emerald
Next,
ash borer.
Cooper.
Yeah, like the
What do you
ash borer.
think?
I kind of made a joke with the whole those chestnuts were being
wildfires.
endangered by an open fire, but honestly, now I'm thinking wildfires.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Wildfires.
Wildfires. Okay,
Those
Mitch, what's
open
your answer?
fire.
Fungus.
Nice one, Mitch. It is fungus.
No
it is a fungus.
Dang, the fungus.
It is called chestnut blight.
Chestnut
It is a fungal disease.
No,
It is a disease with no cure, and it has killed 99.9% of chestnut
Wow.
trees since 1900.
gosh.
That's crazy.
blighted
Isn't
chestnut.
that crazy?
That's crazy.
Blight.
Same thing is happening to frogs.
chestnut blight of 1999.
The frog blight? There's a frog blight?
It's not as cool of a name.
The blight of the frogs. 3 nuts to Mitch. For no chestnut blight. But don't worry, there's a couple questions left. Question 14. Nuts can be in video games too.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, sure.
The Legend of Zelda series has Deku nuts, Boko
yes.
nuts, and even nut-based recipes in the newer games. What 4 ingredients are required to make nut cake in Breath of the Wild?
I don't know what ingredients exist in Breath of the Wild.
Nut cake.
Well, you could think about it with your brain.
Nut cake?
Nut cake.
Nut
Mitch.
cake.
Okay, this is just based off of playing Breath of the Wild. I don't think I've ever made this before in Breath of the Wild, but I'm just gonna guess knowing what some of the ingredients are: milk, wheat, eggs, nuts.
Milk, wheat, eggs, nuts. I'm sorry, you didn't get all of them, so we're
thought
going
you
to keep
said there
going
were
and
4.
see if anyone can get
Are
closer.
there 4?
There are 4. You
Oh,
didn't say
okay,
the
got
right
it,
4.
got it.
So we'll see if someone can get closer. Cooper?
Oh gosh, I had an idea, but then Mitch's threw me off. So I think it's nuts, egg, I think like Hylian wheat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what was the last one I was gonna say? Shoot, I was gonna say something else,
Something different? So wait,
something different.
Mitch said
Mitch
wheat,
said-
nuts, milk, eggs.
Oh, I
Is
think
that
I
right?
know now.
Mhm.
Damn it.
Can I go?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah,
Logan.
go ahead, Logan.
Nuts, eggs, wheat, sugar.
Ooh, that's
Nuts, eggs, wheat, sugar. Okay, Cooper, what's
I
happening
can come
for
up
you?
with one more. What else is in cake normally?
Sugar. I thought for sure it'd be sugar. You can't make a cake without sugar.
I don't know if there is sugar in Breath of the Wild.
Not an accurate game.
I don't know. Carrot. I don't know.
Carrot.
All right. Well, I'm
Can
actually
I-
going to give it to Logan. He got 3 out of 4.
Can I re-guess?
You can guess, but I'm giving it to
Okay,
Logan.
I think it is sugar. I think it's wheat. I think it's eggs. No, sugar.
Nuts has got to be
wheat,
in there.
Eggs, and I think
be
you can
nuts.
buy like butter or like something like that.
Butter.
Well, you forgot about
butter.
nuts.
Oh, nuts. So take out the eggs, added nuts.
That would be
Oh,
right.
really?
It's
No eggs.
a chickaloo tree nut or an acorn,
Acorn.
goat butter, cane sugar, and tabantha wheat. So Logan said 3 of
Tabantha
those.
wheat.
So I'm giving him 3 nuts.
Okay.
Congrats on the nuts.
Having never played
You
Zelda
guys-
Breath of the
Thank you,
Wild,
thank
that's
you.
okay.
Well, he said the right ingredients though. And with that, question 15, the last question.
Last nut.
Wow, we've
The
come
last
so far.
Wow.
The last nut, just like Scrat.
Just like scratch.
The last dab. The last dab of nut.
Isn't it the last nut? Isn't that the whole thing?
The last melon.
Oh, anyway, question 15. We've come so far in our nutty journey, but I'm still wondering which nut is the nuttiest. And nut can refer to many different things. Which of the following nuts has the highest number produced annually? Multiple choice. A. Peanuts. B. Nuts like nuts and bolts. C. Testicles. Or D. Ejaculations.
Wow. Can you say those again, please?
Which type of nut is the most produced annually? Peanuts,
How
nuts
did
like
you
nuts and
count?
bolts.
Did you
I
count?
did
you
way
count?
too much research to come up with a fairly confident
Wow.
answer to this. Peanuts, nuts like nuts and bolts, testicles, or ejaculations.
Nut.
Well,
Cooper, you want to talk through your thought process?
Yeah, I would be so weirded out if there's more ejaculations each year than like nuts and bolts made.
I
I
don't
would
know.
I'm gonna say
prefer
nuts and bolts.
more testicles than
Well, yeah, that's
ejaculations.
not that's not one I doubt.
Well, it's basically the same.
Oh, but
number
all
as the
animal
birth rate.
testicles.
Ooh,
Oh,
animal
that's
test.
good.
Did you include
And
animal
I
test?
animal
did not include animals.
ejaculations,
Oh,
too.
Sorry, I should have said
okay.
human ejaculation.
Okay.
Oh wait, but animal testicles is what I was
Oh,
referring to.
Human for all.
Human for
both.
everything.
Who's
Human
out there
testicles,
counting
human
animal
ejaculations.
I need to recalculate. Not
Although
including
it
animal
might have
testicles.
been, it might, yeah. that would be
I'm
a lot
saying
more
nuts
research it would have
from
to do.
nuts and bolts.
I'm sorry, nuts like nuts and bolts is not the most on this
Nuts
list.
like nuts and bolts.
So we go to
I'm gonna
Mitch.
say ejaculations.
Sorry, ejaculations is also
Really?
not the most
He
on
fell
this
for it.
list.
He fell
I
for it.
fell for it.
The one that is not testicles.
Peanuts?
Which is peanuts.
That would be correct.
Really?
Peanuts.
You said
And
peanuts earlier.
I can work through this if you want. So
Yeah, walk me through this.
Yeah.
so there's
me
about
the math.
25 trillion peanuts produced annually.
Wait,
With a T.
you said a number earlier that was not trillion.
That's
Weight in
million
pounds.
tons. There's 50 million tons. A ton is a
Dang,
million grams. If you assume about 2 grams, a
single
peanut is about
per
1
nut.
gram. 2 grams. So I'm
Two
like
nuts
being
per
conservative.
2 nuts per peanut.
It's still 25 trillion nuts.
I see.
Nuts like nuts
A lot
and
of
bolts was the hardest one to nail, figure
Yeah.
out what it was. They're all floating around online. There's lots of stuff that says there's 200 billion fasteners consumed each year in the US, which is way more than just nuts. But that's just the US. But even if you assume every other country in the world uses 200 billion fasteners and they're all
It doesn't add up to
nuts
the-
and bolts, that's 40 trillion. But then you would probably at least be half of that because nuts and bolts would be
You gotta
just
have
the
a
You
bolt
gotta have
for
a
the
bolt
nut.
if you have a nut.
right.
What are you
So
nutting
Right.
on if it's
the
not a bolt?
highest
You can
estimate
use
I could
2
think of
nuts
that was
on a bolt.
20 trillion.
True,
but
you
I-
can do multiple nuts per bolt.
That's true. The highest estimate I thought was reasonable was 20 trillion. And it's probably more like in the billions. It's probably not in the trillions for nuts only.
That's fair.
Testicles, there's 140 million nuts because there's 140 million babies born each year.
Oh.
Divide by 2 for males and times 2
Times
for
2
testicles.
for testicles.
And ejaculations is on the order of 1 trillion a year if every adult male on Earth busted every day.
Well, you gotta account for,
So many.
more often a
Which
day.
that one was satisfying because it's almost exactly a trillion. Like if everyone on Earth busted every day, it'd be a trillion.
Wow.
What if everyone on
Ejaculations
Earth
a year.
busted at once?
It's happened.
So
Given
yeah,
infinite
peanuts.
time, it will happen.
Happen somewhere.
Like monkeys on a typewriter.
Exactly.
It will happen.
All right, 3 nuts to Logan. But what's this?
Congrats.
No one has even questioned any of these
No.
so far.
I know, they
And
all
there's a
seem so
raisin.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Lots of nuts in here, but one of them's a raisin.
I think
So.
I found a California raisin.
Oh god.
Stupid,
That's
pretty good.
stupid.
Does anyone else have any, or you want me to go through? them?
I need you to go through them.
So they repeated all the questions so they could remember what they were.
What do we got? What do we got?
I'm jumping around in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need
I have a few
to.
I'd be okay with, though.
I think question 11 is the challenge question, which was
The nylon insert lock nut.
yeah. No.
No
Okay.
way.
No.
No
I
way.
mixed it up. Nope. 5. Question 5.
The
5 is
dancing one.
No.
Ray Romano.
Yeah, Ray Romano.
Okay.
Ray Romano not having a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel
I'm
like that
sorry,
could- oh.
Logan. That is true. Ray Romano is
Wow.
allergic to peanuts. So that was not correct. You lose 3 nuts. I
That's
took them from you.
crazy.
Minus 3 nuts.
My chances are over. I'm fucked.
Mitch
Right.
Cooper.
I
I
think
feel like I should.
I'm gonna say the Breath of the Wild one. It is surprising to me that there's no egg.
I'm sorry. That's the canonical way to cook nut cake.
Dang!
There's no egg. It's goat butter, cane sugar, tabantha wheat, and a nut, being an acorn or a chickaloo tree nut. Mitch.
I feel like I win no matter what, so I feel like I should guess.
At this point, I think you
Yeah.
won.
Okay, I'll guess then. Is it Paula Deen?
No.
I should have done that, but
Oh, okay.
it is not. She does say pecan. The challenge question was the macadamia nut
Dang it!
question.
That was the other one I thought of.
All of them are true. I came up with
Oh my
with lots
gosh!
of
I should have stuck with my gut. That was the one I was going to
exclamations.
challenge.
Should have
And
stuck
then
with my
I-
nut.
They are native to Australia. They're the most expensive nut. They have the hardest shells of any nut, and they are named after Dr. John
I
Macadam.
thought
Wow.
John Macadam was.
Tasmania macadamia.
That was a good one.
That's not
That
one.
was a good one. I'm impressed.
Actually,
Although, actually, it is why, because it's named after a guy named Tasman. Did you know that?
That's
Wait,
why
what?
Tasmania is named after.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Tasmania is named that.
Wow.
So yeah, no one got that
Dang
one,
it.
but
You got
but
us.
Mitch still wins. How many nuts did you finish with, Mitch?
I don't have to count them up singly. Just saying it.
1.
10.
10 nuts. Well, folks, looks like we've nutted to completion, so that's all the time we have.
way.
Dang it.
You know.
No.
Thank you for listening to our show. If you enjoyed your ride on Bus 1 today, we'd really appreciate it if you told
Nut
your friends
one.
about us. Nut 1. Also, subscribing or dropping a 5-star rating in your podcast player would be super helpful. We're on all social medias as @Bus1Trivia. Don't forget to visit us on Instagram or scroll down on Spotify to answer that audience question. Write us at hi@bus1trivia.com or join our Discord server. The link to join can be found at bus1trivia.com, where you can also check out our official merch. Before we go, we'd like to thank Vert for the use of our theme song, 5978, which is a
Certified nut
Nut.
banger. Nut banger.
nut.
Certified nut.
Thanks for riding Bus 1.
blowing
We'll
up
see you next week.
Nut.
Bye. Nut.